Yo, what's good, people? It's your brother Advance,
And your girl, Gracie May.
and welcome to the Affirmation Show. Now, tonight we are joined by the one and only Ghana's finest female, the beautiful, the woman that makes us sing her name consistently. Miss V is in the building.
I give you my heart and soul. Suje. Your power overload. Suje. Are you ready, ready, ready? Suje. Suje. I gon' make you sing my name. Sing my name. I gon' make you sing my name. Sing my name. I gon' make you sing my name. Sing my name. I gon' make you sing my name. Sing my name.
Thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you. I can see that the sun is just shining. Your melanin is just popping. You're enjoying. Are you in Ghana right now?
Ooh, I'm in Ghana right now, and
You're
thank you so. You guys are so you're so nice. Thank you.
You're just enjoying the Ghana heat whilst we're over here stuck in lockdown again.
I know. Oh, guys, don't worry. You should come to Ghana though. You should run away and come to Ghana because everybody is coming here this
So
month.
I'm coming to Cameroon next week, so I might just take a little trip to Ghana.
Oh, that would be cool. Hit me up when you get here.
Yeah, for sure. So once again, thanks for joining us. Now let's jump straight into it. So
Okay.
I'm quite familiar with your music. As I said before, Sing My Name, when you released it, I sang that song consistently for like 2 years. I feel like I
Wow.
know your lyrics and I just can't sing like you. And I know Patorank, I just can't sing like him either. But I try. You know, in the shower, I sound amazing. And when I'm drunk, I sound amazing. I think I do anyways. But it says here that your music has been sort of related to an Afro pop, R&B, dancehall kind of influence.
Yes.
I'm curious, when you was growing up, what was the kind of music you was listening to? What was the artist you was listening
Oh my goodness. I was listening to nothing we have today. I was listening to country music.
to? Oh, so how did you...
I know my mom and dad, they're really serious like country music fans, and that's all I really listened to growing up. You know, back home over here, Africa, Ghana, the kid doesn't really have a say. So if mom wants to listen to what she wants to listen to, that's what she's listening to. So it was country music the whole time, and some high life, but that was like later on in my life. But growing up was really country music.
So how comes your music influences are known to be R&B, Afro pop, dancehall? When did you start listening to that kind of music then?
And you know, the funny thing is I am a musician now, but I never really had much to do with music growing up.
Yeah.
I actually started to fall in love with music when I was, no, in fact, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10, 11 years ago, like after high school, you know, just university people, like the parties, the drink cups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the music now started to hit me, but
Huh?
it was not really big in my life at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to sing when I was growing up, but it was really for my mom, like a one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
And maybe at someone's, you know, wedding engagement party, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like a big deal in my life. So right around secondary school, university, that's when, you know, the music started to hit me different.
Yeah.
And I was listening to Beyonce, and I was listening to Efia,
Yeah.
and I was listening to, you know, LYNXX Entertainment at the time, you know, Asem, all these people,
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when like the music started to really hit me. My childhood was just really funny. I didn't really watch music videos, any of that. So when I went to meet Richie, I didn't even know he was the one who engineered most of what I was listening to. I really just woke up one day, my friend said, oh, let's go meet Richie. I want to put together this girl band.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And then we went. And then when we were leaving, I was like, oh, so who's that? And then she was like, oh, that's Richie. That's the one. And I was like, yo, I didn't even know I was sitting around this person.
Yeah. So you mentioned the girl band D3. So you guys, I think, were active around 2012 and 2013?
Yes, 2012, 2013. 2014, the group collapsed.
Around that time, there wasn't really many female girl band in Africa anyway. So what was it like being in a girl band in Africa around that time?
For me, it was more. It wasn't even about what it was publicly. It was more personal for me because I came from sort of like a very secluded life into this whole, life of showbiz where it's, about TV and moving around and smiling and being out there, and then I had these two girls who I could depend on to work through all of this. So that's how important the girl band was to me, because I didn't know any of this. My life was not about it. And so to switch from that very quiet life straight to this very noisy,
rock star,
busy, crazy type of life, that's what the girl band did for me. So it eased me into the music like the way it should.
And then in let me just make sure I have my facts correct. I think it's 2013, mid 2013, you went solo.
Yes, 2013, like end 2013, the group was done. So 2014, I released my first official single.
So what was the driving force behind you going solo? Was it because the group had disbanded, or was that something that you always wanted to do in the first place?
No, it was first because I had convinced my parents, who didn't want me to have anything to do with music, to allow me to get into this space. They heard nothing great about the music industry. They only heard about the drugs and the promiscuity. And so coming from a very Christian home and using all my energy and all my time and all my begging skills to let my parents let me do this, to just say after 1 year that it didn't work out, it would have been very disappointing to my mom, because she also really helped me convince my dad, and and then LYNXX Entertainment, Richie also kept saying, you know what, the group didn't work out, but you're so talented, and I think that it's something you should just keep on doing, and you'll surprise yourself. It will work out for you. You'll love it.
Are you on the Are you and the group members still like good? Are you still on good terms? Did it end on good terms?
Yeah. We're still very cool. Very, very cool. Chat from time to time. Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
And then a couple years later, after you went solo in 2013, in 2015, you was then nominated by the BET for Best International Act. How did it feel to have that kind of global recognition?
Oh my goodness. I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't, before I got into music professionally, I had no idea what it was about. And so I didn't understand a lot of, the whole showbiz, situation. So when I was nominated for BET, I was like, okay. I was really just moving. I was doing what I was told to do. And I didn't understand at the time how amazing it was for an African act. And I was the only kid from West Africa to be nominated for Viewer's Choice in that very first year, 2015. I didn't understand how crazy it was up until like a few years ago.
Yeah, because the BET is a big platform to be nominated.
It is.
And then at such an early time in your career as well. It's only so at that point you've been doing music for a total of maybe 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
And then you got nominated for Best International Act.
No, I was nominated for Viewer's Choice the first time around. Then 2016, I was nominated again for Best International Act West Africa. I was the only one from Ghana.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then obviously fast forward 5 years now, you've done crazy numbers, you've released crazy hits, and you've recently released your new album, Invincible?
Yes, Invincible.
Okay, I have to ask, where did the name come from? What gave the inspiration for the name?
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard, but last year I went through a very, very, very tough time. I went through depression, and it was something that had started over some time, but 2017, 2018, it became really heavy on me.
Yeah.
And so 2018, end of the year, I spoke to my team and I let them know that I was going to be quitting music. I was
Yeah.
not even looking at coming back to doing this whole music thing. But as I went through that whole phase and going through like all the crying and the heartbreak and I don't even know the craziness that was going on in my head, I just remembered how my parents, you know, from coming from a very poor background, literally not having any food to eat.
Yeah.
We lived in a 1 bedroom in someone's house. We had to go squat in someone's house, like a 1 bedroom, 6 of us sleeping on the floor for so many years, watching them work so hard to come out of that and
Yeah.
not letting anything, you know, stop them and making it for themselves right now, putting us through really good schools, you know, giving us education.
Yeah.
I didn't see why I should let, you know, all what I was going through stop me from
Yeah.
achieving my dream and just being the happy person that I was supposed to be. So
Yeah.
then I recorded all these amazing songs and I said, you know what, this album says I am invincible. Nothing can touch me.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I go through in life, I'm still, you know, going to do my best.
Wow, that's a really, really inspirational story. I feel like a lot of people do music for different reasons, but I feel like the people that do it because of reasons like yours are the ones that tend to go the furthest. So having heard
Wow.
that story, I now truly believe you will be at the top for the next how many years to come.
Men.
So, because I was going to ask, your last project was in 2017, and obviously this is 2020 now. So I'm assuming the reason why there was the gap was because of what you was going through at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one thing I did notice is on the album, you've only got 2 non-Ghanaian features, which is Fowls and Navy Kenzo.
And Kojo fans.
Kojo Funds is Ghanaian.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, but you know, he's not based here. Yeah. He's basically from the UK.
Okay, and Kojo Funds. So
Yeah.
my question is, what made you include those guys in the album, and why didn't you just keep it like a all Ghanaian cast?
I mean, I've been doing music for, this is what, like my 9th year, and I have featured so many Ghanaian acts, and this time around I just wanted to have a mix. I wanted to have a mix from different cultures, just celebrate music in general. Yeah.
And how did you like pick Fowls, Kojo, and Navy? Was it because they matched the sound you wanted at the time, or?
Yeah, they match the style. You know, every artist has, you know, their specific style.
Yeah.
You know, and when I heard some of the beats I recorded on, it didn't even take like a minute. Like you just knew the name that was supposed to be on that song because it just fit their particular style of singing. Yeah.
So when did you start recording the album, and how long did it take to finish it then?
Oh, I had so much time last year. I was basically recording almost every day.
Yeah.
So I have so much music. I even have so much music for next year. I have amazing features already for next year.
Yeah.
This is like just a build up. This is we're building up because next year is going to be massive.
Okay.
We've gone heavy with the music. Miss VEE, I think it's time for us to get to know you. So I'm about to ask you 5 questions. Just give me one word answer, first thing that comes to your head. Ready?
I don't know. I don't trust beautiful girls. I don't know.
But you're a beautiful girl.
I don't know.
So...
You know, when they say they want to ask you 5 questions and they're really quick about it. Okay, so we're going to ask you 5. Then you just know it's just a lot of mischief coming. Okay.
I promise you, I'm innocent. Okay, my hands are up.
Okay.
First question is favorite thing for breakfast.
Oh my God, how's Zakoko?
All right.
Let me tell you, when I wake up and I feel some type of way, then I'm going that way. So sometimes I wake up, it's kenke. Sometimes I wake up, it's like a proper English breakfast. Sometimes when I wake up, it's house zakoko. Sometimes wache. So yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah.
All right. I love it. Favorite item of clothing?
Pants. Definitely pants. I'm a pants girl.
Wait,
Love
can we just specify the kind of? Are we talking American pants or UK pants?
Not draw. So not draw. So I'm talking about
trousers.
trousers. Yes. Yes.
Favorite destination outside of Ghana?
Oh my God, that's a hard question. But I okay, I love South Africa. I really love South Africa. Yeah.
I love South Africa too. I thought
Even though
London
I
was
had
gonna
a
get a
very
look.
bad experience, I had a really bad experience there. I was there right before lockdown. I had my stuff stolen. They stole my passport, my team's passport. But I still love South Africa. It's a really cool place to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw an interview where you said they robbed you of over like 50,000 cedis. Is that correct?
No, I was holding dollars. They took all of my money, and it was money I was going to use to shoot, videos. So, and pay for like housing and everything, and they basically took everything. But it didn't stop me. I still finished shooting the videos, and I still had a good time before coming back home. So, yeah, South Africa is still a really, really cool place. I love South Africa.
I was going to say me too, but after that story, I'm not so sure.
I've never been, and I enjoy holding on to my money. So,
funny thing, just recently, we were talking about how we're going to go back there. I don't know why. There's a devil working in my head, because I should be saying I'm not going there, but I still want to go back there. It's such a cool place.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, sis. Next question is favorite color?
Red, yellow, green, blue.
I can see that.
Orange.
You're giving us the red glasses with a red pinstripe. I'm seeing the red.
No, but I think of late my favorite color is black, because I find myself wearing black like almost always. It's easy. You can dress up with black like this. So, yeah.
Right. Loving the black. And last question is favorite song?
Oh, this is too hard. I really don't have like the one favorite song. It changes from time to time. At a point, it was Stormzy's what's the gospel song that he has?
By Your Grace?
Listen, you know how he says he was singing Sing My Name for 2 years?
Yeah.
I was singing that song every day for, I don't know, I really loved that song. And at a point, it was something else. So, yeah. But right now, my favorite song is Balance, myself featuring Sarkodie. So, yeah.
Don't worry, sis. We're about to get into the album. Give us a second now. Corona has ravaged everyone this year. Everyone has been living in the middle of a pandemic. Do you have any words or encouragement for your friends, your family, your following that have really just had a hard time this year?
Oh, my goodness. Hard times don't last forever, honestly speaking. So we all need to suck it up, because it really did affect everybody. I don't know who it didn't affect. It affected every single person in one way or another. So, I mean, let's just keep working hard and just hope for better days. And still stay safe, because it's still, lurking out there. So stay safe and don't let it stop you in any way. Keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Now, how did the pandemic affect the process of making Invincible? Because everybody who's anyone has put out a body of work this year, and many of the artists that we've interviewed have said they've had time to rest and relax because they weren't out doing shows. Were you always planning to release a project this year?
Yes, I was, but what they said is totally true, because people had time to just, like, musicians had time to just really record in like a chill space. Like, there was no rush to do anything. So if you listen to the music coming out this year, the songs are just like fire. So yeah, it was really relaxed for me. No challenges there, because last year I really wasn't even, doing music actively. So I was just recording every single day. But the only downside was when it came to this year, connecting with fans, we weren't able to do that. Everything had to be done virtually. Yeah, there's been a long, disconnect from fans physically. So that has to happen soon. And yeah, a lot of artists were out of jobs, just stuck at home, not doing much. So yeah, we're just hoping that this whole corona situation passes since they started rolling out the vaccines. Yeah, and then we can get back to work as usual. Yeah.
I love it. You touched on the fans. You have over 2 million followers on Instagram. Man, you're
Yeah.
doing the damn thing. As a female in the business, though, do you feel pressure to always put your best foot forward, especially on platforms like Instagram, where the aesthetic is to be like picture perfect?
I mean, let me say from this point, my fan base is pretty young. I have a lot of really young people listening to me, and if you look at my DMs and see the messages I get from fans, like, I look up to you, you are my mentor, it's because of you I'm doing this, it's because of you I'm doing that, then there's a bit of pressure because you have to make sure you are standing right and doing what's right and making sure, because people are following you and they're trying to walk in your footsteps. So yeah, definitely a bit of pressure, but not too much pressure. No.
Okay, you know what? I
Yeah.
would die of just like pride if I was constantly getting those DMs. So go ahead, girl. We love you, the queen of Afro dancehall. I'm not even surprised by those DMs. Now, last year was the year of return for Ghana, where we had a lot of the diaspora coming home to reconnect with their roots.
Yeah.
And I know you said that you were pretty inactive last year, but can you touch on, I guess, your thoughts of the diaspora kind of coming back and reconnecting with Ghana, and, you know, things like Afrochella, Afro Nation? We had so much activity that we saw kick off last year, hoping again to repeat. Yeah, just any thoughts on the diaspora connecting back with home?
It's the best thing to happen in a long time. I mean, we shared what we have here with the rest of the world, and they came here and then they took it back. And this year, people want to just pour into this country just because of how much love they felt when they came here, and then the music, first of all. So yeah, the world has become like one small place right now, like one small tiny shop, and everybody's sharing everything. And it's good that we also have the rest of the world come here, see what we have, and then take it back to where they're coming from. So yeah, it was definitely a good idea. Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes. Obviously, talking about last year, you mentioned that, you know, you were kind of out of action from 2017 kind of onwards. And I just want to thank you personally for being like an advocate for mental health, because in my family, there's like schizophrenia on one side, there's depression on the other side. And I think as Black people, as African people, we never speak about it. In the UK, 1 in 4 people go through mental health issues, but because there's so much stigma around it, because we might look to religion or we might look to juju, nobody really has an honest conversation. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for being so open about it.
Thank you.
I did want to ask you, in a previous interview where you were talking about, you know, as you called it, your dark period, you did mention that one of the possible triggers was that you hadn't really been close to your family for like 7 years because you had put music as your priority. Since going through this experience, how has your priorities changed, and how have your relationship with your family improved as well?
Oh my goodness, we are like besties right now, and I now know what's important. I mean, it's good that we chase, you know, that paper and try to get things done for ourselves, but when you really think about it, when none of those things exist in your life, then you know the most important things. Family, number one. So yeah, I've definitely prioritized now. Family is like my number one before any other thing. And yeah, right now we are very cool, and I don't want to ever be disconnected from them again.
I love that. And obviously, given your experience, do you have any plans to start any kind of mental health initiatives or anything that can, you know, help your followers and your fans to make sure that they're on the right path mentally?
Yes, definitely. I'm trying to do something big soon, but in the meantime, whenever I can, I share my thoughts on this subject. Yeah, on interviews like this one. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Now, you share links with Kiddy and Kwame. You guys are a big family. I know back in the past, people tried to pit you against each other, but the label has a reputation of really building up amazing talent and kind of, you know, sustaining amazing careers, which obviously you have done over the last couple of years. Why do you feel like people are so bent on creating some kind of friction between you and your label mates?
I think it's just excitement, and it's new talent, and so definitely there'll be the comparison, and people will just like to talk, and some people would just like to, you know, pull your hair. I don't know. People just like to compare. It's something that cannot go away. It's just something that's there. It's just something that's there. Yeah. But we're
Sometimes
very cool.
I feel like,
we're very okay. They are my younger brothers.
Yeah.
We made music together. We spent time together. We had fun together. We traveled together. We're just not as close anymore because I am completely away from LYNXX Entertainment now. So I don't work with them as closely as before. In fact, we don't work together anymore. And so, yeah, so there's that disconnect. But when we meet each other in town, it's a lot of love.
A lot of love. No, I love to see it. I love to hear it. I feel like women are always hard done by. They always want some kind of scandal to make us sexy. Sometimes we're just sexy by ourselves, okay?
I know.
Now, you've touched on, you know, moving away from the label. So does that mean you're completely independent now?
I am, and I have a team I put together. I have 2 managers. One of them was working with LYNXX, and he also had to travel. He lives in the States now, but he's down here, over here. We're planning my album launch, and so it's this Friday. So yeah, everybody is here right now. But yeah, independent, and it's working.
Okay.
What's it like being the CEO, the accountant, the head marketer? Like when you're independent, you become everything all in one. Come on, boss lady.
No, but that's the thing about having a team. This career, this job is really tough, and you can't go at it alone. So you need people to help you out, and so that's where my team comes in. Everybody has their roles to play, and so it's not as hard on me. It's basically the same as I was at LYNXX. Basically same, because I have my managers, I have my assistant, I have a stylist. You know, it's basically the same thing. So the switch is not much at all.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are about to get into my favorite track from your brand new album. But before we do, I did have one question. On Instagram, you had a meme of a frog holding a book which said how to make Miss V fall for
Fall
you.
in love.
Yeah, exactly. Now, sis, what's the tea? How did we get you to fall in love with us? For the mandem, obviously. For the mandem.
Taking notes.
I don't know.
What's your love language? Do you like
I don't know,
gifts,
but you just send me. Just send me your CV in my DM. You know, let me see what you got. You know, let me see what I can work with. I don't know. Just see me in Chambers.
Falling. How did that collaboration take place?
So I recorded this song, and I love Kojo fans. I love his music, and like I said, when I heard this beat, his style was the only thing I thought about. This was definitely him. And so I hit him up, and he's really, really quick. He recorded the song in 15, 20 minutes, and then it was done. Yes.
Mad. I feel like, obviously, we've given it this big intro. I should say, though, I do like a lot of, in fact, I love the whole project, but I also like Love Letter. I like Baddest with Moogies. I like African Woman with Efya. I like Balances. I like all the features. I like all the songs.
Now, outside of music, what is the greatest thing you'd like to achieve?
Wow, that's a huge question. So I've been pushing this agenda of the natural girl, right? Yeah. And I started this a few years ago when I did that song Natural Girl with Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
So basically, I started this whole tour, like a high school tour, and I was going to, you know, secondary schools, high schools, basically junior high, senior high,
Yeah.
talking to the girls on, you know, just loving themselves, working hard, just reaching for the stars. And it's something I would like to continue to do, because as a woman, and especially a woman in the music industry, I see how hard it is. In Ghana over here is a male-dominated industry, and to do well as a woman, you need to work twice as hard, and a lot of things can put you down, and a lot of things can stand in your way, like culture, you know, just so many things. So I'd definitely like to still get back on that and empower my, you know, fellow women and let them know they can do anything they set their minds to. Yeah.
I love it. Under this wig, I am a natural girl, you know, natural gang. Under this makeup,
No,
I'm a natural girl too.
but you know that the song Natural Girl has nothing to do with wigs. You can wear any color of wig you want. It's just about being happy about who you are, being yourself.
Yeah.
Here.
Being
Yes,
true
and
to
not
yourself.
letting anyone put you in any box, just
Yeah.
being yourself. Yeah.
That's it. Well, then I'm gonna keep being myself with the fake nails and the fake eyelashes and the 24-inch wig, and I'm gonna still call myself a natural girl. Okay. Now we're just about to wrap up, but before we do, I have to ask: your project is called Invincible. When do you feel the most invincible?
When I'm on stage.
Yeah.
It's like my best time. It's like I'm on top of the world.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the boss.
That's it. Boss lady,
Yeah.
we love it.
So thank you so much for joining us today. Before we let you go, where can our listeners find you across all social media platforms? So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
Yes. Oh wow. All of that. Okay, so Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ms. VGH, all of them same thing, Ms. VGH, MZVEEGH. Snapchat, Ms. VGH, basically everywhere Ms. VGH. Yes, TikTok, Ms. VGH, everywhere Ms. VGH.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been amazing, and we're going to keep pushing your album. It's an amazing album, amazing project, a very strong project, and you are
Thank
amazing.
you.
I can't wait to see you live when all of this madness calms down.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, guys.